Hello and welcome to another video with me, Ryan, as always, and today we're going to cover some more Unearthed Arcana. So if you've seen it a couple of weeks ago, they released the Wizard revised version of, the Wizard archetype, which allowed you to take arcane traditions, which is pretty nice. So now you can mix in your spellcasting, wizard, classical stereotype, Gandalf, that kind of wizard character that you have, and mix in some deities and some spiritual magic, I guess. That's what I'm going to go with, because English eludes me at the most critical points in time. So we're going to jump straight into it. So the PDF is free. You can get it on the Unearthed Arcana section of the Wizards of the Coast website. dndwizards.com/Unearthed Arcana or something like that. I'll put the link in the stuff down below so you can check it out there. It's all playtest material, so it's not fully approved. So if it seems unbalanced, or if it seems like it's nerf, or it's keck, or if it's OP, don't forget playtesting. So you've been warned. DMs and players alike, you've been warned. So, there's two. There's Theurgy and there is War Magic. So, Theurgy is essentially a number of deities claim arcane magic as their domain, for magic is much as part of the fabric of the cosmos as wind, fire, lightning, and all other primal forces. Makes sense. Such deities often have clerics, but many gods of magic bid their followers to take up the study of wizardry. Makes sense. Mistra is the goddess of magic, so that makes perfect sense. Divine inspiration. When you choose this tradition at second level, choose a domain from the chosen deity's list of eligible domains. See Appendix B in the Gods of the Multiverse in the Player's Handbook. The knowledge and light domains are especially appropriate for the choices of Theurgist. So, I've chosen light, and the deities that you could probably take for those are Helm, Lathander, Poldus, Branchella, the Silver Flame, Belinus, or Apollo. There's just a few examples that you could take, or some random god that you and your DM can make up on the spot and have fun with it. But there are just a few suggestions from the book. I'm just going to hang along with that. Also, at level 2, beginning when you take this tradition, you gain, or whenever you gain a level in wizardry, you can replace one of your wizard spell in your spell book with a cleric domain spell from your chosen domain. The spell must be a level of which you have a spell slot. In addition to your domain spells in your spell book, you can subsequently add any spell from the cleric spell list instead. The spell must still be a level for which you have spell slots. Any cleric spell that you gain from this feature is considered a wizard spell for you, but other wizards can't copy your cleric spells from your spellbook into their own, which is good if you have a rival wizard that's after your spellbook for some reason, or maybe your DM's just a dick, like me. Also at second level, Channel Arcana. You gain the ability to channel arcane energy directly from your deity, using that energy to fuel magic effects. At the start, you gain 2 such effects, Divine Arcana and Channel Divinity, option granted at level 2 by your chosen domain. So there you gain the 2 specific things that clerics get, even though you're a wizard. That's essentially what happens. When you use your Channel Arcana, you choose which effect you want to create. You must finish a long or short rest to gain it back. So you get 1 use before you get it back. It's very standard. Clerics have the same thing. Some Channel Arcana effects require saving throws. When you use this effect, the spell DC equals to your wizard. Save your wizard's DC, so you don't need to work out a different one for your cleric spells. It's all classed as a wizard to make it nice and easy and convenient for you. Channel Arcana for this class is Divine Arcana. As a bonus action, you speak a prayer to control the flow of magic around you. The next spell you cast gains a +2 bonus to any attack roll you make with it, or its saving throw as appropriate. Because we've chosen light, you get Radiance of the Dawn. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, any hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature that has total cover is not affected. So even though I'm reading from the cleric page in the player's handbook, you should substitute that cleric level for wizard level. So it's 2d10 plus your cleric level. So in this case, it's a 3. So you gain 2d10 plus 3 radiant damage, even though that you're a wizard. Which is pretty nice. But you can't use that in tandem with your channel Arcana. So you won't be able to gain your +2 and do that all in one go, because you can only use, one at a time at this point. Later levels, you gain at level 6 you can use your channel Arcana twice, and at level 18 you use it 3 times. So at level 6 you could use your Divine Arcana to give yourself that +2, and then you can use your Radiance of the Dawn, so you can use it twice, so you can gain that benefit and make your spells a little bit harder to block and withstand against. Also at level 6 you gain Arcane Acolyte. You gain your chosen domain's first level spells benefits. However, you do not gain any weapon or armor proficiencies from the domain. So in this case, you gain the light cantrip, if I didn't already know it. And you also gain Warding Flare, so you can impose Divine Light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you're attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare from the before the attacker, before it hits and misses. An attacker cannot be blind. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier, minimum of once. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So it backtracks a little bit, and you gain this feature. Also at level 6, you still have all of your spell slots from your wizard class as normal. You just gain this additionally. At level 10, you gain Arcane Priest. You gain the chosen domain's 6th level benefits. Your faith and your understanding of magic allow you to delve into the god's secrets. So, for the sake of argument, we've chosen Helm and the light domain. So at level 6, we will have access to all the 1st, 3rd and 5th level cleric spells in our book, as well as the normal wizard spells, and we'll also gain access to Improved Flare. You can also use your Warding Flare feature when a creature you can see within 30 feet of you attacks another creature other than yourself. So it unlocks that last feature that we gained. The Warding Flare allows you to impose disadvantage on someone else's misfortune of being attacked by somebody, which is quite nice. Arcane High Priest, at level 14, you gain the chosen domain's 17th level spells, 17th level benefits. Your academic nature and understanding of magic and doctrine allow you to master the ability sooner than the cleric of your domain. Essentially, a wizard at level 14 is a lot smarter than a cleric at level 17. Yeah. Not paid advertising. So, Domain of Light, you get Corona of Light. You can use your action to activate an aura of sunlight that lasts for 1 minute or until you dismiss it by using another action. You emit a bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet beyond that. Your enemies in bright light have disadvantage on saving throws against any spell that deals fire or radiant damage. Sweet. And plus at that point, at level 14, you'll have access to all of the light domain spells that come into that. So you'll have Burning Hands, Fairy Fire, Flaming Spear, Scorching Ray, Daylight, Fireball, Guardian of Faith, Wall of Fire, Flame Strike, and Scrying. You'll have all that at level 9 anyway, as well as your normal spell. So things like Fireball, yeah, or anything that deals fire. Yeah, you get the point. Yeah, you're a wizard. You can blow shit up. Yeah, we get it. Okay, deal with it. So that is the Theurgist of the PDF. The next one is War Magic. A wizardry arcane college specializes in training wizards for war. Makes sense. Tradition of War Magic blends principles of invocation and abjuration. It teaches techniques that empower casters' spells, whilst also providing methods for a wizard to bolster their own defenses. Followers of this tradition are known as War Mages. Goes back to 3rd edition, I think, or 3.5. They see their magic as both a weapon and armor and a resource superior to any flimsy piece of steel. War mages strike fast in battle and use their spells to seize tactical control of the situation. Their spells strike hard, and whilst their defensive skills foil the opponent's attempts to counter-strike. At level 2, you gain Arcane Deflection. So when you gain 2nd level, you take War Magic as your chosen archetype. Also keep in mind, these two archetypes, you don't gain that half price reduction to writing spells in your book like you would do if you took Necromancy or Invocation or Abjuration, like that thing. So you don't gain all that, those kind of things. However, that's more roleplay stuff, so it's not really battle mechanics, whereas these are purely focused on mechanical additions to your arsenal. So at 2nd level, you gain Arcane Deflection. You have learned to weave your magic to fortify yourself against harm. When you are hit, so it has to be a hit, by an attack, or you fail a Constitution saving throw, you can use your reaction, if you have one left this turn, to gain a +2 bonus to your AC against the attack. So if it just hits you, you can bump it up a little bit more, or +4 against the saving throw. So if you think that you already know at that point that you failed, you could use it. Why not? Doesn't really say if your DM has to tell you, but if you can use this every turn, so why not? You just use it. Or if your DM is kind enough to tell you what the DC is, you'll know then, won't you? It'll be complete transparency. When you use this feature, you can't cast spells other than a cantrip until the end of your next turn. So be mindful, if you haven't took your turn, you lock yourself into cantrips. You have to take the rough with the smooth, I'm afraid. Also at 2nd level, you gain Tactical Wit. 2nd level, your ability to quickly access tactical situations allow you to act quickly in combat. You gain bonus to the initiative roll equal to your intelligence modifier. So as a wizard, you should have hopefully a high-ish sort of intelligence modifier. So you can add that modifier to your initiative roll, essentially your dex, and then that becomes your initiative roll. So it gets you into combat quicker. Because do you always priority dexterity over everything else? I don't know. You tell me. So yeah, so it allows you to get into combat a lot quicker. For me, put that with the alert feature. Yeah, your initiative at level 2 should be like +9, +10 at that point if you're playing like a variant human, etc., for people that like to crunch numbers, etc. So yeah, if you want that high initiative, take the alert feature. At level 6, you gain access to Power Surge. You can empower your spells that unleash harm upon a group of foes when you force multiple creatures to make saving throws against the damage of one of your spells. So if you have a spell that does a area effect like Scorching, like Burning Hands or Fireball, those kind of things. You can increase the spell's damage by rolling 2 more of its damage die. This increase only occurs on the turn that you cast the spell. So if you do, I'm trying to think of a spell off the top of my head, but I can't think of one. If you pick a spell that, you know, does damage over time to multiple people, it's not going to work. You can't use it for that. But you use this once for every short or long rest. So if you cast Fireball, I think it's like 8d6, you automatically gain an extra 2, so that's 10d6. And then obviously if you go higher levels, you increase more, so it gives you more die. So on average, you're rolling an extra 8 fire damage for the extra 2d6 or something. You know, math, eludes me. At level 10, you gain access to durable magic. Your magic that you control helps ward off harm. You maintain a concentration. Whilst you maintain concentration on a spell, you have +2 to AC and all saving throws. Sweet. So yeah, so all about those concentration spells, y'all. So things like Witch Bolt at first level spell. You know, you cast that, you automatically get +2 to AC and all saving throws. Amazing. Level 14, you get Deflecting Shroud. Your arcane deflection becomes infused with deadly magic. When you use your arcane deflection feature, magical energy arcs from you, and each creature of your choice within 10 feet of you takes force damage equal to half your wizard level. Sweet. So those creatures that you know, rock up to you and go to hit you, use your arcane deflection, they miss. Because it doesn't still need to be a hit. It's only when you use your arcane deflection feature. So when you use it, bosh, you can do an extra at 14th level. You can do 7 force damage to anything within 10 feet of you. Nice. Situational, but if you're against smart NPCs and your DM is doing them justice, they're going to come at you like a motherfucker. Let's be straight. Yeah, healers and wizards. You know, healers because, well, they're healers, and wizards because they're squishy. You know, so it puts a little bit of a, yeah, you can come after me, but I'm going to deal damage. So if you're lower level, lower HP, it'll make your DM think twice, or another player who knows on the situation. So anyway, so they're the 2 new-ish wizard arcane traditions from Unearthed Arcana, and that's it. That's quite easy, quite nice and quick. So yeah, so I'm gonna cut the video there. I say that every video. I mean, it's quite obvious when the video just stops, right? So if you haven't seen on Facebook and Twitter and I guess YouTube now, we finally set up a fan page for Wasted Criticals. So that is a is it bi-monthly or bi-weekly? I can't remember. Twice monthly D&D. God damn it, Ryan. 2 times a month that we stream D&D on the internet for you to enjoy and for me to abuse the fuck out of my players by potentially killing off their characters. It's not me that does it, it's the dice. I just put the Demogorgon in front of them and somebody dies. It's not my fault, it's your fault. Or the player's fault, not your fault. Or is it my fault? It's one of them. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, join in, tune in to Twitch. I think we're going to try and stream it on. But I'll make sure that there's a post out there to let everybody know which we're going to use, YouTube or Twitch. It's looking like Twitch at the minute, but it might change. I'm just saying, watch out for the notification. So yeah. So I'm going to do the next Unearthed Arcana, whichever one that is, because I'm a bit behind with it. I know I said I'd do it quite consistently, but I'm slack at the minute. Work's been busy because, you know, I do have to work a full-time job, which isn't, you know, ideal for doing stuff like this, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is Ryan as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, be kind, and peace.